Hello, everyone. My name is Jaybird, and welcome back to Narcissu. This is it. This is the last chapter, chapter 8. Um, well, without any further ado, let's get right back to the game. let's start chapter 8. Last chapter, Shiraishi construction. I think that's how it's said. Ooh, nice. Nice atmosphere. The frosted sea of February. A chilling, bone-piercing wind. The occasional rustle of the pine groves in the wind. The peaceful timbre of the sea roar. Hey, this is about all we've got. I handed her a towel that said Shirashi Construction on it. The one we'd used way earlier to sponge ourselves off. Oh, come on, don't make such a face. She accepted the towel with slight disappointment. Disappointed! Sorry. Out of the blue, she'd said that she wanted a swimsuit, but that presented another problem in and of itself. Because she wanted it here and now, and a bikini on top of that. Having no other course of action, I'd rummaged through the car, but I never found anything other than that white towel. And after I waited a little while, she came into view, wearing her favorite skirt with that towel wrapped around her breasts. That's it? Well, even if you ask me that. That's it? Well, probably you do. No, I meant you look completely fine. You don't look weird at all. And then she slowly started walking about the beach. Sorry, I'm itching my ear. The breaking and ebbing waves. Her long hair wafting in the cold sea breeze. As if the sky wanted to spite us, it was beginning to snow little by little. And amidst all of that, she was holding her shoes in her hand and walking at the water's edge, exultantly, as if she was flying with every step. Yeah, I guess. Both of our breaths frosted white in the midwinter cold. And I brought out the disposable camera that had been in the car. That old camera from before. One more picture left. Alright, I'm gonna take your picture. See, it'll be even more right this way. Saying this, I pointed the camera toward her. Come on, don't get shy on me now, okay? The beach, the girl, now in the viewfinder of the camera. Whether it was because she was tense or bashful, she had a facial expression that was far more complex than usual. Oh, come now, won't you strike some kind of pose? Don't demo me, little girl. No ifs, ands, or buts now. Come on, no bikini model stands stock still like that. Looking a little awkward, but still trying with all her heart, she bashfully lowered one hand to her hip and stretched out the other one high overhead. That arm stretched forth toward the clear winter sky, as if it were grasping for something. As if it were reaching out for something, was being held straight up into the heavens with the emerald sea as its backdrop. Wish we could actually see this now. Okay then, one last thing. Smile. Smile for me, Satsumi. Oh!
年下のくせに。
That's so cute. Oh, I love it. We saw it. Just a little bit. And saying this, she smiled for me for the first time. That girl, clad in her favorite skirt and that white towel, smiled for the final shot that the camera had. Smiled with the emerald sea as her backdrop. Smiled as if she were an honest-to-God bikini model. Alright, then next, shall we try something more of an action pose? Happily, exuberantly, she splashed around in the water. And even though the camera was now utterly exhausted, I kept photographing her figure. Hey, it looks like you've really gotten into the spirit of things.
そんなことないわよ。
Aww. Our cheerful dialogue, the snow falling harder and harder as if in spite. And in the midst, the girl, smiling brilliantly in the viewfinder of the spent camera, continuing to remember to smile for me even as her little body was battered at by the winds. Swish, swish.
それじゃあ
Yeah, so I guess it's time. Oh. And with that word, she began walking toward the sea, just like last time.
そういえば勉強書
Oh no. No, you keep that in commemoration.
わかった。
With a nod, she put it in her pocket. That was the license that I'd given her. The was one. The was one! The one that was... What? The one... I don't know how to read that. Hold on. The one that I should never have had the chance to use. There we go. And then she unfastened that white vinyl ID bracelet that had been wrapped around her wrist and presented it to me. Are you giving this to me?
あげる。
I see. In that case, I'll keep it in commemoration. I stuffed that bracelet, whose twin hung on my wrist, into my pocket. Oh no. And then, to the girl who was walking once more toward the sea, toward her retreating figure, I said my last words. Hey, can I ask you one last question? Do you want to be stopped right now? Or do you want to be pushed toward the sea? Oh God, I felt the tension building up. I'm like, no! She stopped for a moment, the waves lapping at her feet. Her back remained to the last turn toward me. What? A strong wind brought in a rolling wave, which crashed against her with chilly fury. And when she at last turned toward me,
さあどっちだろうね。よくわからないね。
as she said this, She smiled for me one last time. Even as the cold waves battered at her, even with tears streaming down her face, she still smiled for me. The last time around, she'd stopped at this. But this time, there was no turning back. That's why I think she answered that way.
それじゃあさよなら。
Oh my god! In this manner did our voyage of 960 odd kilometers come to its conclusion. My voyage of 15 days and her voyage of 22 years finally at an end. That was really 15 days? She who succeeded in perishing not on 7F or at home. She who was one of 35,000 odd people to suicide in 2005. Blood type O, named Satsumi, age 22, sex female, color of ID bracelet white. That was all that was recorded of her. But I knew better. Oh, I'm trying not to cry right now. The truth was, she loved bikinis, was better at navigation than any computer, loved cars, even held a driver's license. She was usually expressionless and would not meet your face. But every so often, she would grace you with a bashful, sour-seeming expression, and with the Emerald Sea as her backdrop. She smiled for me as if she were flying, as if she were delighted, as if she were an honest-to-God bikini model. Yet somehow, there was only a single record of her smile captured in this cheap throwaway camera. Oh, this is so... my heart! Even so, even if it was just one picture, it was proof that we lived. Oh. 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 Just wow. That was an experience. Oh my god.
私がった日のことそんな
Oh my god! January 2005 with Satsumi on a blindingly bright day on that very day of winter. Is that it? I tried clicking. Oh. I got the achievement. I unlocked an achievement. Okay. Well, before I end this video, I'm gonna give my thoughts. This game was an experience, and this is Narcissu Second Side. No, wait, no, this is the first one. Next time I'll be playing the second one. But this game was great. Yes, there were some grammar issues, stuff like that, but you know, you're always gonna have to expect that with translated games, even no matter how good they are. they're always gonna have some messed up parts in it. Speaking of which, even in literature in general, there's always gonna be grammar mistakes. Like, any book, and just anything, there's always gonna be one mistake or another. But, aside from all that, this game was phenomenal. 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 Not phenomenal, it's just phenomenal. No, it was fantastic. It was an experience. At first, I was unsure of what I was gonna get myself into. I mean, I knew it was like a romance game, and honestly, this game didn't have that much romance in it. But for what it had, it's good. I mean, not every ending's gonna be super happy, but not every ending's gonna be super sad. This ended sort of on a bittersweet note. Satsumi didn't want to die at home. She didn't want to die at the hospital. She wanted to die in her own way. And they go on a journey, obviously, and she dies where the Narcissi are. And that's what she wanted. Well, I mean, that's not directly what she wanted, but it was it was a really good game. Suicide is not always the answer, obviously. But it can be the answer in some cases. And with Satsumi, for example, it's probably better to end your suffering than continue it, especially if your health is so bad that you just wake up with chronic pain, or you can't move. I mean, can't move and you have chronic pain, or just something horrible like that. It's always probably the better solution to just, end your suffering and die. I am a supporter of assisted suicide in cases like this, not just like with any depressed person, because I am a depressed person. I have had suicidal thoughts, but I don't want people like me to abuse euthanasia like that, because it's not really for us. It's for people who are suffering so much pain. And I guess emotional pain can count. It just depends on how bad it is. But suicide is not the answer to everything, but sometimes it's a good solution to stop physical pain. Like how good is a life living if you can't do things like other people can? I mean, I don't mean just a few things. I mean like everything. You're completely, or like you're completely paralyzed and you're in chronic pain, or you can't go outside because you have an allergy to the sun or something like that. It's horrible. Obviously, suicide is horrible, but there's nothing really I can say. But this game handled it very well. It handled the topic of suicide very well. And honestly, I didn't think that she would have done that in the end. I thought they were just gonna, die together in the field of Narcissi, just close their eyes for one last time, hand in hand. That's what I initially thought. But with her just walking into the ocean like that, I'm just trying to figure out how that would play out actually in person. Like, he would just stand there and watch her just walk into the ocean and then see her drowning. Would she scream for help? Would she scream and kick and try to swim? Because of human instinct, animal instinct. Anyways, I've talked about this for too long now. If you enjoyed Narcissu and are excited to see the second game, me play the second game, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share it with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, I shouldn't even say this, but fuck it, die safely. Bye-bye!